Hello, my name's Matt Nisbet and I'd like to welcome you to an introduction to the classical guitar. To learn the classical guitar, you need to make a few choices to give you a good start. First of all, you need to have the right type of guitar, as guitars come in all shapes and sizes and there are many different types. The guitar we traditionally use to play classical music has a number of design features that distinguish it from other kinds of guitars. The classical guitar is an acoustic instrument made almost entirely from wood, and it is played without the need for amplification. It has a deep hollow body constructed in a figure of 8 shape with a sound hole in the middle. The classical guitar has 6 strings. These strings are made of nylon with a thin metal wire coiled around the lowest 3. The nylon strings are an important feature in determining its delicate and intimate sound. The classical guitar is often called the Spanish guitar because the instrument was developed in Spain and because the instrument's most celebrated music was written by Spanish composers. But the classical guitar is not the same as the flamenco guitar. The flamenco guitar is the instrument associated strongly with traditional Spanish dance. It is constructed slightly differently and has its own repertoire and distinctive playing technique. Having said that, as classical guitarists, we often borrow elements from this type of music. So what else do you need to consider? As well as getting the right kind of guitar, you need to make sure that the instrument is in good working order. The instrument should be sturdy and seamless where each part of the instrument is glued together without any cracks or imperfections in the wood. The tuning pegs must turn smoothly and the strings must lie close to the fingerboard but not too close. Too high and it becomes difficult to press the strings down. Too low and the strings make unwanted noise and they buzz against the fingerboard. So having acquired a good classical guitar, the next consideration in approaching the instrument is playing position. Holding a guitar to play it can be done in many ways, but the classical guitar is typically played held sitting down with the instrument supported by one leg, usually the left, which is raised with the use of a footstool. Today, players often employ other ways to support the instrument as well. I, for example, use a small frame that attaches to the guitar. This keeps both feet on the floor whilst still raising the instrument from the left leg, and I find this more comfortable. Finally, the sound of the classical guitar is produced by plucking the strings with the right hand fingers. Most players today have long nails on their right hand. This enables a greater volume range and a wider palette of tone colours than playing with the flesh of the fingertips alone. Having nails, however, is an optional aspect of classical guitar playing, particularly to begin with. If you have a good instrument and you find a comfortable way to sit that supports the instrument securely, you are ready to play.